Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now last week was the 10-year anniversary of the beginning of the Iraq War. We are commemorating or celebrating the Bush administration successfully conniving, lying, and selling the American people into the biggest foreign policy blunder in the history of the United States. And the cowards in Congress, many of whom are still there, went along with it. And the cowards in the media, most of whom are also still there, instead of doing their jobs and doing some investigative reporting, turned into a cheerleading squad. It's going to be hard to match the legacy of the Bush administration: lies, corruption, treason, and the uncanny ability to ignore every other option and make the worst possible decision in just about every case. Oh, and let's not forget 9/11. Had anybody else but George W. Bush been president, those attacks would probably never have happened. With all the administration, with all the information that the Bush administration had, any other president might have asked the FBI to look into it. And then, of course, then they let Afghanistan deteriorate while they focused on Iraq. And the lack of planning in both wars was amazing. The lives lost, the money wasted, that's the legacy of the Bush administration, along with all the other screw-ups that he did. And so as this anniversary has approached, we've seen all those neocons from the Bush administration back making the rounds of the TV talk shows, defending their decision-making, insisting that despite it all, the Iraq War was a good idea. And of course, instead of owning their lies, they blame the intelligence services. No, the intelligence services told you they weren't sure. You lied, you knew you were lying, fuck you. So let's take a look, since it's going to be the most important part of the Bush legacy, let's take a look at what was actually accomplished in Iraq. Now, John McCain loves to tell everyone that the surge worked. But he's a senile old idiot who hasn't had a clue in years. The surge accomplished nothing. All it did was put a lid on the violence until we got out. Now, Iraq is right back where it was before the surge. Hardly a day goes by there without a car bomb going off. And the government that we put in there, was it an improvement over Saddam Hussein? I don't think so. It's corrupt, inept, and all they're interested in is their own power, not interested in being of any kind of service to the Iraqi people. And they're a lot friendlier to Iran than they are to us. So that's what all that money spent and lives lost wound up getting us. Remember, the Iraq War was going to be a cakewalk, and it would be paid for by Iraqi oil, and they would become a democratic, peace-loving government that would help change the Middle East. Yeah, that's right. Now, Jeb Bush said that he thinks history will be kind to his brother. In order for that to happen, history will have to be written by either liars or idiots. Thanks for listening.